welcome to Inside South Florida.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, I am so jealous that we don't have you in the studio today based on your spread over there. But nonetheless, excited to talk with you. I mean, tell us, where do we start to create a special holiday experience?
So the easiest place to start is honestly not to overthink it too much. You already have your menu planned, but let's just spice that menu up a little bit by adding a couple bold flavors or new textures to that menu, like putting jalapenos in your cranberry sauce or feta in your stuffing. Just something that might feel a little unexpected to guests and adds just that little bit of touch of flavor to what you're doing already.
Oh, we love a little bit of spice added for our guests. And speaking of our guests, please share a suggestion for us that will delight any guests we might have this season.
So the easiest way is bubbles. There's always a bottle of bubbles chilling in my fridge for when guests come over, and a great way to start that is going to be with Josh Prosecco. Josh Prosecco is crisp, it's bright, it's easy drinking, it's effervescent, and the second you pop that cork, people know the party has started. Plus, it goes beautifully with any hors d'oeuvres that you have on your table, like an upside-down tart or a very, very trendy pasta chip is a very cool way to start with some of these things, and Josh Prosecco is the greatest way to start your meal.
Interesting, a pasta chip. I'm interested in that for sure. Okay, well, we talked about the bubbles. What about a wine that hits the mark for holiday meals?
So if we're talking about bold flavors and ratcheting things up just a little bit, you're going to need something that is going to be versatile and go with a lot of different things on your table. So Pinot Noir is a perfect varietal to use, and the Colleen Pinot Noir is a great wine for that table. It's lush, it's velvety, it's easy drinking. It also has a little bit of fruit characteristic that's going to go great with something like your cranberry sauce. It's got enough acid that's going to cut through some of those bolder flavors so you can keep enjoying the meal, and it makes everybody pretty darn happy when they're drinking it.
I can see why that would add up. Well, I mean, you clearly got all the tips for us, Theo. So I could ask you personally, what is your holiday secret?
So a lot of people talk about food and wine pairing. Not a lot of people talk about food and spirit pairing. And that's one of my little sort of secrets that I like to bring out, is using something like Cantera Negra Reposado tequila. It's a great way to pair with something like a tahini glazed ham, that just, again, adding that little bit of spice there. But if you don't want to do that, it's also a great way to start or end a meal. You can cut right to dessert and make something like an espresso martini with Cantera Negra Reposado and Cantera Negra Cafe. And since they're super trendy, you start making one, all of your friends or your family at dinner are going to want one too.
Okay, definitely wowing all of our guests this season. What's a sure way that you're going to impress your guests this year?
So a really easy way, but a surefire way to do it, is smoking cocktails. So using something like a top hat and smoking some of your classic cocktails at home. Setting up a bar for your friends and family to do it themselves will get them talking, it will get them trying each other's drinks, taking out their phone and Instagramming how good of a host you are. But we did it with Bib and Tucker Double Char. We made a bit of a riff on an old fashioned called a steam engine and smoked the top of that. And it just adds a little bit of holiday flair and a little bit of a show as well.
Okay, definitely taking all my notes here. Where can we go for more information to study up on this and copy you with your holiday season?
So for more information on the recipes or the wine and spirits that we use today, deutschfamily.com is the best place to go.
Amazing. Theo, thanks so much, and making us jealous, but also I think calling us to a higher standard this season of hosting.
I tried for you.
Happy holidays to you and yours.
You as well.